automated crypto signal system. How does it all work?
That's correct. So it's a signal that basically reads market pressure, existing market pressure, and we make a calculation that tells us whether or not that market pressure is going to return to a given target.
Awesome. So that's pretty
And
straight.
yeah, it's it is
If you
it
can
is very
explain it in 25 seconds, then you know it's easy to understand and
yeah.
it's good,
No, it's
right?
very straightforward as
Yeah.
far as what it does. We give you a target, the market goes against it, and it comes back to that target.
And do you have any like future plans with developing the system, or is it like hush
Oh yeah.
hush right now?
No. Well, I mean, some of it I can share, but we're always a lot of the changes that we make are going to definitely be dictated by our users because we want our users to essentially make money. That's the whole point. But yes, we are in the process of incorporating with TradingView so that people can actually build bots around our targets. And then
That's
from
awesome.
there, we're actually going to build entry targets that we can then post on Discord and eventually on TradingView. And then finally, a complete bot where
That's
people
awesome.
can just put money in. Yeah.
So is this something that you would recommend if it's a bot that you're planning on building around this? Like that's something you probably recommend based on like what you've told me and what I understand with the bot. There's a chance that it could deviate from its target for a certain amount of like time before it actually ends up hitting its target, right? So
Correct. Yeah.
it would most likely be something you'd want to use a spot trading bot for, right? Or do you think like a
Yes, but
very
you
low
can
amount of
definitely
leverage?
use. Yeah, you can definitely use leverage. And we've had some users be quite successful with using leverage. We use spot amounts for our calls,
Yep.
but people can use those with different pairs as well. It's just kind of up to them.
Awesome.
Uh,
Okay.
but yeah,
Um,
our targets deviate between 0.5%, and we've seen deviations as high as 10 and 12%. We can't necessarily call the deviation, but we are working on calling the low point or high point, depending on if you're shorting or going long. And that way you maximize your profits.
awesome. Okay. Um, so yeah, basically how my community's been using it because our community was like luckily like one of the first communities to get access to it. Whenever like
Yeah.
the bot basically says like we're going to likely hit this target and we may deviate this much. And now if that target like let's say for example like we entered a long position and it's saying that we may come back down within like 24 hours, then we would be like okay, that
Mm-hmm.
means we need to be more mindful of our trade and most likely we would have to get out much sooner and call for likely we're going to see resistance coming up very shortly. So it's going to be a quicker trade than we normally anticipated. So that's what I like about it. And also, I'm not sure if you know this, but your tool is also great for knowing when there's going to be a confirmation. So if we ended up breaking out of
Yes.
a formation and it's telling that we're going to be coming back to that like that resistance that we just broke, then we know that we're going to be coming back and most likely using it as a confirmation. So we don't need to do a breakout trade. We can do a confirmation trade and be more patient and reduce our risk. At
Yeah.
least that's how
No,
I've been using
absolutely.
it. Like it's great. It's
No,
awesome.
and that's absolutely the ideal way to use it. Experienced traders would definitely use it as a confirmation, or like you said, pressure may be coming against us shortly.
Yeah.
And I've seen people take our targets, depending on the pressure that they're reading, they might take our target and only sell off about half once it hits our target because the market might still be rising.
Yeah.
So it gives you options in your trades. And then for beginners, for absolute beginners, I think it really gives you a safety zone within to trade where you can likely make profit.
Okay.
And you're trading in a safer way where
Yeah.
you're not just trying to learn how to read the market, which can be pretty dangerous when you're starting.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. 100%, man.
I mean,
Um,
and we've all been there, right? As traders.
yeah.
In the
Exactly. Yeah.
beginning, it's hard.
What kind of so how many assets does your system recognize so far? Like how many pairs do you have?
So currently we have NQ and ES futures that we're offering. And then as far as crypto goes, we offer Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Cardano.
Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good. And you
Yeah.
guys just started, so there's probably
Yep.
more coming soon.
Yeah,
Um,
we've tested Chainlink. We are debating on rolling that out, and then we've had a couple of requests for like GMT
GMT is a
and
highly traded asset right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what we wanted. The people that we want to offer what people are trading. I think that's the most important
Yeah.
thing.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
yeah, I like that you guys listen to your community because a lot of companies don't. and they suffer
Yeah,
for it, right? So
it's
that's
all about
awesome,
our
man.
community. Our communities who
Yeah.
we're trying to support.
Yeah, exactly, man. Um, so I get that. How did you end up getting into this space? Like, how did you decide to code
You know,
something like this for crypto, or how did you even get
it
into
definitely.
crypto?
Well, crypto. The way I got into crypto is a bit of a longer story with BTC. Like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago. Um,
So before I
but
did, yeah,
yeah, well, I knew about it, but I unfortunately didn't get into it early enough.
that's usually how it
But
goes.
I was tracking it. I was still paying attention to it, and then I got into Ethereum a bit early, and then it's really just been kind of growing since then. But the initial algorithm that we were building, my partner and I, my partner's been trading for more than 25 years, day trading. So we were really just trying to build bots based on the algorithms that he has built for himself,
Okay.
how he looks at the market, how he trades. So we started doing that, and it took us about 3 years to come up with what we currently have of just back testing, of trying things, and then we realized this is actually something we could offer to people to give them better trading advice, essentially, or better indicators for what they're already doing.
Okay, cool. So
And we decided to roll it out.
yeah, so it started as a tool for yourself, and you're like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? Maybe this could help people. So we're gonna like offer it.
Absolutely,
Yeah, it's awesome.
absolutely, yeah. And it started on the futures market, and then we decided to test it on crypto just to see how it performed. And surprisingly, with minor tweaks, we're able to pretty much use the algorithm on any commodity.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
eventually, we do want to give people, stock
Stock
uh,
getting into stocks. Yeah.
indicators,
But
and
probably a lot easier to have an indicator like that with stocks because stocks are a lot slower, right?
yeah, exactly, yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, stocks are for those who are watching. If you're just getting into trading, like stocks are usually a great way to learn. Um, but if you
that
want,
is true.
10 years worth of experience trading in a single year, crypto is the way to go because you'll
It's
get way
true.
more
Yeah,
opportunities in crypto.
it's true.
Yeah. Um,
And I feel like crypto's bringing in a lot younger people,
oh yeah. Yeah.
um,
Yeah. I
which
find that too.
is good and bad. Right? There's a lot of mistakes to be made, certainly, but if you get in early enough, you can create a career out of it fairly easily
Yeah.
over a number of years,
Yeah.
which is
Like
amazing.
those young people turn old eventually though, and then they'll get their kids in
Certainly,
it,
but
and
they'll have
then
more experience when they get
yeah.
there. I didn't get into trading until much older. It wasn't a thing. It was something that older generations did. Like at some point, you just sort of learn about the stock market when you get older, but they're learning about it so much younger. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's the power of the internet, right? They didn't have the
Certainly.
information's flowing so much faster now, like compared to the way it used to, and that's why like recoveries are so much faster too in the stock market because we get that information in like so much faster. Um,
Certainly.
like if you look at like the Dow Jones, like back in the day, it corrected like back in the recession, I believe it was. It had a huge crash and it took 25 years to recover, but now those
Mm-hmm.
kind of same recoveries only take about 2 to 4 years.
Exactly.
Because well,
Yeah.
yeah, the information we get now is just so much faster. Um, yeah, I only got a couple more questions left for you, man.
Oh yeah, please.
One is like, how much would this cost for like the average person to get access to it?
So right now we're doing 75, which initially was only for 2 coins, and then it would be $30 per coin beyond that. But we're doing 75 for all 4 coins
Oh, cool.
right now for crypto traders.
Oh, nice, man.
And then for futures traders, it's 150 for the NQ or the ES, or 250 for both.
Okay, so you're basically buying signals for like four different assets for one
For
price.
70, yeah, for
Yeah,
one price.
that's
Mhm.
awesome. And yeah, I think that's all the questions I got for you. Like we crushed it and like
Well, we just teamed up with you. I mean, we've been working with you guys for a little while. And by the way, I absolutely love InvestorShare. I love what you guys are doing
thanks, man.
for your users. The community that you're growing is all solid. Even the people that have reached out to me about the Black Turtle Signal have all been stand-up people. They've all been awesome and super knowledgeable. And I chalk that up to what you're doing on InvestorShare. But with InvestorShare signups, users actually are able to get 50% off their first month. So
Huh.
people
Yeah,
saving
yeah.
money
Yeah, man.
all around. It's amazing.
Yeah, so if you guys ever want to sign up for Black Turtle Technologies, we have a coupon with them. It's like BTC is the coupon code. It was to represent Bitcoin, but then we realized there's also like an acronym for
For
Black
Black
Turtle
Turtle
coupon.
coupon.
I was like, that's
It
genius.
worked out really
Next
nice.
level. So yeah, BTC is the coupon. You guys will get 50% off the first month.
Yep.
And same anyone
And
who
vice
like,
versa,
and
right? If you
vice
sign up with
versa,
Black
yeah.
Turtle,
Anyone who
you'll
buys
get
from you
50%
guys
off.
gets 50% off the first month with InvestShare too. So it's a cross promotion because we're working to grow each other's communities, and yeah,
Certainly.
luckily, yeah, InvestShare already has an amazing community. We got really lucky.
It does.
So all the new
Yeah,
people that
it
come
really does.
in, our community is so supportive that they just help all the new people as soon as they come in. It's great. Um, so yeah, hopefully all the epic people from InvestShare migrate their way towards you guys too, and you'll have a just as good as community as we have. Yeah, man.
Right on. It'd be incredible if it's just a shared community altogether because
Yeah,
we can definitely
yeah. Link up.
complement one another on trading.
Yeah, man.
Love it.
All right, cool. Well, that's everything I got for you, man. I appreciate you jumping on here. I'm
Right
gonna,
on. No, I appreciate you taking the time as well.
yeah, I'll share this with
Been
the community,
good.
and you have yourself an amazing day. I appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
See ya.
Thank you.